JY's back in the building. Got my orange t-shirt on today. Back to do a reaction video. It's only 3 minutes long, but this video is mad. The people them in the video, their mentality is mad. They mix the two worst mentalities and put them together, you know. The lack of accountability. You know, a lack of accountability. It's man talking about all the time. There's people, they're homeless on the street, or they're a drug user, and they feel like things just happened. They don't realize that they put themselves in that position. They made bad decision after bad decision after bad decision. That's why they're on drugs and or homeless. Then you've got the victim mentality. Oh, because I'm a black person, I have to work twice as hard as the white man, or the white man has put me in this position. These people in this video have put those two nasty mentalities together, you know. So anyway, how this video came about, you know, the Easter weekend that just went by. So man was traveling down to Edmonton from Northampton. It's about an hour and a half journey. I think to myself, right, it's an hour and a half journey. Man needs to listen to something in it. So I thought, what should I listen to in it? Boom, let me put on some Kevin Samuels in it. So man put on some Kevin Samuels. And if you watch Kevin Samuels, you'll know, say that my man's live stream is 2-3 hours and that. So yeah, before you blink, you've really watched an hour and a half of his live streams and that. Really interesting. Go and watch them, innit? So about 30 minutes into the live stream, my man's pulled up a video and done almost about to do a quick reaction video, reaction to this video. And basically he's saying that the woman who was talking there, apparently, if I remember correctly, she has a PhD, but yet still she's moaning about the diets that have been created by white people are not suitable for black people. So therefore, this is the reason why overweight black women cannot lose their weight. And I thought, rah. Man, I had to pause the video and screenshot it so I know where to find and what the name of the video is so I can do a reaction video. So man didn't watch the video with Kevin Samuels, or man didn't go and watch the video. I didn't want to hear what Kevin Samuels had to say. I didn't want to hear what the woman had to say. I'ma watch the video and react to it myself. So that's what I'm gonna do now. Madness. Right. Let's get into it now. Minimize myself.
Who believes we make excuses for not taking care of ourselves? Yes? All day long. Let me hear from you.
My name is Lisa Banks. And
all right. Pre the audience. Pre the Ross Clark studio. You see most of the black women, yeah? They're all overweight, you know. A good portion of them. Not all of them, but a lot of them are all overweight, innit? Just take 10 seconds to pre the audience. You see this woman standing up with a mic in her hand? Can you see the woman next to her in the blue? She's definitely on the overweight side. Then the woman next to her, with the brown sleeves and that, she's overweight. Then the woman on the other side of that woman standing up with the mic is also overweight and that. How can this be a studio full of women talking about self-care? What are you caring for, blood? They look like they're caring for their Ross Clark stomach. That's what they're caring for.
And I am the only girl in my family. I'm the oldest. So I was born with stress. I lost both of my parents back to back. So you go home to your father's funeral. You deal with preparing for them, repast. Then you go back to work. They only give you 3 days. You go back to work, pay bills, take care of your daughter, your household, but you didn't mourn not one parent, but both parents. And then on top of that, you still gotta get up every day and go to work and pay the bills and produce and be that person people think you're supposed to be. You're dying inside. You're stressed inside. You're not taking care of yourself. There's no exercise.
You damn right you're not taking care of yourself. Man can see that.
There's no meditation.
Talk about stating the obvious.
Inside, you're stressed inside. You're not taking care of yourself. There's no exercise. There's no meditation. Now, today, I'm getting better. The weight is definitely stress. I don't take care of myself as I used to, but I'm praying about it, moving forward and making small changes in my...
See, this is my problem with people who are religious and they believe in God. Instead of saying to themselves, you know what? I'm going to take it upon myself to do something about my issue, i.e. weight loss. No, what I'm going to do is, instead of taking myself to the gym, instead of, you know, going on an appropriate diet, yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put two palms together and pray to the Most High. You need to put two palms together and subscribe to Pure Gym around the corner. That's what you need to do, you know. But no, these people out here, they don't want to take matters into their own hand. They don't want to take accountability. They want God to fix their problems.
My life, but when that video came on, I resonate so much with that because that's what I was dealing with.
So I actually want us to hold up a little bit before we do.
So I think this is the woman that Kevin Samuel said allegedly, if I remember correctly, she has a PhD, I believe in it.
This thing where we start blaming ourselves. Like, I hate when people talk about Black women being obese. I hate it because it becomes a way to blame us for a set of conditions that we didn't create. We're moving, we're taking care of kids, but our food quality suffers. We are living in the...
Well, then buy proper food then. You know, buy quality food then. What are you talking about?
Trump era. And look, those policies kill our people. You can't get access to good health care, good insurance. The research says that Black women, when we do the same diets as white women, we lose less weight and we lose it slower, even when we're following the diet than our white women counterparts.
Unfortunately, we live in an unfair world. You know what? She might even be telling the truth. She might be correct, you know. Maybe if you have a Black woman of the exact same size, height, weight, everything as a white woman, you have 10 of each. Maybe if you give all 20 women, 10 Black women, 10 white women, all of the same height and size and that, if you give all of them the same diet and exercise regime and that, maybe, unfortunately, maybe Black women lose weight a lot slower than white women. Tough. We don't live in a fair world, you know. There are some people that have advantages over other races, you know. So there's certain races of people, they're more dominant, they're better in certain fields. Black people, we are faster, we are more genetically superior than white people. Especially when it comes to like to being fast, and we're more physically dominant than them. Boxing. Think about all the heavyweights in boxing. Most of them are Black. When the man them do the 100 meters finals, they're always full of Black people. Whether it's Caribbean or African and that, the majority of the time, it's only more in recent times. Man, starting to see a couple Italian man, couple chinky Chinese man come up in there and that, and they're in the top 10 lineup and that. But years ago, full of Black man. Full of Black man. You have 3 yardies in there as well, isn't it? Jamaicans were the first, were the best, isn't it? When it comes to the sprinting. Think about it in school. If you went to a mixed ethnicity school, who were the top fastest kids in school in your year group? It's usually the Black youths. Usually the Black youths. Yeah, maybe one mixed race kid. You know, white guy is half Black. Yeah, his dad is probably Jamaican as well. There's certain races of people, they have more of an advantage than others. Indians, they're not super smart for no reason, you know. Apparently, they have bigger brains than all the other races of people. Black people were more physically superior than the other races, and that certain other races are better at other things than other people and that, man. We don't live in a fair world. So you know what? Maybe, unfortunately, if Black women take on the same diets as white women, unfortunately, they may lose weight a lot slower, ain't it? Tough. You got to work harder. You got to work harder. Anyway, let me carry on and I'll talk some more after this.
And what public health practitioners think is that our stress responses in the body change our metabolism. It's literally that the racism that you're experiencing and the struggle to make ends meet actually means the diet don't work for you the same.
Let me just pre this woman's face. You can see she's a broken woman.
It means the diet don't work for you the same.
Order. Let's pull that back.
Diet don't work for you the same. The diet don't work for you the same.
Look at her face. That's a broken fat woman there.
Same.
And I'm with you. But I think it's also really important for us to know
that we have.
I'm surprised those legs on those chairs have not snapped. What are they made from? That can't be wood. I don't reckon wood can take that much strain, you know.
Have the power to choose how we see ourselves. Sure. We will be fortified to fight all of these other external.
And you see these two bigger hippo, them, whatever you want to call them. These will be the same women that will watch Kevin Samuels or whatever in it, yeah, and think to themselves, I deserve a high value male. No, you fucking don't. No, you don't. They will phone up Kevin Samuels and tell Kevin Samuels will ask them, would you rate yourself out of 10? They will say an 8. An 8, you know. Beyonce is an 8, blood. They will say they're an 8, and they will believe that they deserve a high value male, innit? Yeah. You don't deserve nothing more than a pizza delivery man.
Issues when we pour into ourselves enough to say, I love me. I am not the conditions that surround me. I am not my experience.
Question. You see all this high value male or whatever it is, average value male, yeah? Which one of these two women here do you think a man with money, ambition, got his stuff together, got his own property and that, looks decent, you get me, he's in good shape, don't have to be Arnold Schwarzenegger or Ronnie Coleman, but he's in decent shape. Which one of these women would any man with any self-respect rather pick out of these two women? We all know the answer to that question, innit? This woman in the middle, innit? No man, unless you're some, them yardie, them Jamaican man, they love their women fat, but forget about them. Most men want a nice, slim and in shape woman. We'd rather pick a woman that's a little bit older, that's slim and in shape. And you know what? I can't even tell the difference between these two women, yeah, because when you're so fat, it actually pushes out the wrinkles and that. So I can't even tell who's older out of these two. This woman might look technically older in the middle with the blue top, but that's only because she's slimmer. This woman is so fat, the creases can't even form on her face, innit?
I am more than the circumstances that I have gone through.
So let me just enlarge myself in it. So black women want to complain about you know, the diet's being racist against them, whatever nonsense and that, innit? You're like, this is so stupid, innit? Yeah. So what's next? All right. So the diets are racist against us, our black women now, innit? What's next? Are the cars racist against black women and black people? Oh, because the statistics show that more black people get into accidents than white people. So what does that mean? That the cars are more racist than that? They're just making up as they go along. It's just an excuse. The victim mentality, the lack of accountability mentality. Ridiculous, blood. Ridiculous. These black women want to complain that, oh, the diets work against them and that. Like I said earlier, certain races of people have an advantage over other races of people. So you want to moan about it's hard for you to lose weight and that, but look how much white girls are killing themselves right now. Not literally, but they would die. Not literally, but you know, they're willing to pay up a lot of money, you know, to get their asses done. Yeah. There's white girls right now would pray to the Most High or whoever they believe in to be able to be born with a body like some of these black women. To give them a curse, yeah. Life is not fair. Is it fair that as a black man, if I go to the gym, I don't have to work as hard as a white man? You put 10 black men and 10 white men in the gym, all of the similar size and shape and that. You put them on the same programs and that. The black man, them are going to be more ripped up than white men. We're just built differently. We have more testosterone than them. A lot of us are got more of the mesomorph body. So like me, do you know what a mesomorph body is? It's someone who's on the slim side, but they got a little bit of muscle definition, and it's easy for them to build muscle and that. And they have the V shape, the natural V shape. So me, I've got wide shoulders and a thin waist. My waist is thin, mad thin. My girl was running jokes with man a couple months ago about how thin my waist is. So man's got the V, got wide shoulders and that, and a thin Ross Clark waist, innit? Yeah. So it's easy for me to get ripped up and look good in shape. Whereas white men, they're more just straight. They're more straight. They got more, was it called ectomorph bodies and that, where white man gain weight and hold on to the weight a lot easier than white man and than black man. Black man, they call us hard gainers in the gym because it's more difficult for us. Sometimes as well, it's more difficult for us to actually retain the weight when we eat food and that calories and that, so that we can actually start bulking up. So yeah, man, it's a gift and a curse, man. It's a gift and a curse, man. But yeah, them people there, their mentality there is mad. It's mad. Anyway, done with the reaction video. Stay wise, done now.